Hello boys, how we doing? Episode 26, Football Manager, back today, double header, Leeds United at home, Manchester United away. And yeah, two big games today, but before we get to those, go shout out Cardiff City and we're getting on off camera. So of course in the last episode you saw our back-to-back victories against Swansea and Bournemouth. I then played 6 games off camera and as you can see, 2 wins, 2 defeats and 2 draws, so consistently inconsistent is what I would use to describe our recent run of form. Now, we started off with our 2 wins, and they came on the bounce as well, starting with our first ever victory over Manchester City in the save, and I was buzzing after this game, man, because it's always nice when you beat the big team for the first time. You've been trying for years, and you finally do it. We beat by 2-1. Jesus gave City the lead 19 sim. We responded. We came back to win it. Maria got both of our goals in the game. Second one heading in the corner. It's so easy to forget Maria is 6'4". As good as his technical prowess is, he's also an aerial monster. That's something that you just got to love about Maria as well. It's like an added bonus to him. So he's going to be a complete forward in a few years' time, no doubt. Anyway, 2-1, won the game, and our first victory over City in the save so far. And then following that, another win to make it 5 in a row in the Premier League. We beat Stoke by a goal to nil. Ryan Sessegnon having another good season for us this year, made it 1-0, getting into Maria Cross as we won the game by a goal to nil. But after that, no victories in our last 4 games, starting with the 2 defeats in succession. This one was at home to Spurs. Disappointed to lose this game as well, only our second home loss of the season. We did take lead again as well through Maria, but in the second half we collapsed. Paredes on the hour mark made it 1-1, and there were 4 minutes to go. Heung-min Son, the Korean, plucks the ball out of the sky, first time volley, and fires it home. So Spurs get the win, and a big defeat there against one of the sides we'll be vying with for European football as the years go by, so we hope, touch wood. And after that, a bad defeat away against Watford, where in the last episode we gave him a contract extension, we gave Onana a new 5-year deal. But as I always say, he's an error-prone goalkeeper. He makes some great saves, but you live by Onana, you die by Onana. Both goals Watford scored, howlers from Onana. First one fumbling a free kick. Was it a free kick? I think it was a free kick into the back of the net. And then the second goal, I mean, just awful. Absolutely awful. Comes out to clear a ball inside the own penalty area with a half volley. And it hits Hernandez, who fires it home to the open goal, makes it 2-0. Terrible stuff from the goalkeeper, and Maria got a consolation. But that's all it was in a bad defeat of Vicarage Road. And following that, back-to-back draws, and we're starting with one of the most bizarre results of the save, and that is saying something. We drew at home to Chelsea 2-2, but look at the team I had out there on the right-hand side. I fielded a totally fully rotated side. 11 changes because I thought it's going to be 3 defeats on the bounce. We may as well just throw the backup side out there with a more winnable game coming midweek against Aston Villa. But we drew 2-2. Joe Ralls last season was fantastic. Scored our first goal again, and Asensio made it 1-1. Hudson-Odoi put Chelsea in front for the first time in the game. In the second half, a lucky goal. Zahore's tame effort hit Alonso and trickled in. But 2-2, we got a point, and what a fantastic result. Did not expect that one bit. And after that 1-1 draw away against Aston Villa at Villa Park, this is amazing, man. Jason, the balls this guy has got, misses a penalty early on into the game. Then we win another one. He says, I'm taking this again. It's my penalty. I'm taking it again. Tucks it into the same corner, but this time scores the balls to do that from Jason. The cojones he's got 1-0. And then with 5 minutes to go, Helder Costa scored to make it 1-1. And again, it was probably a goal which Onana could have stopped. There we go. That's how the run off camera went. That was very concise, wasn't it? So right now in the Premier League table, as you can see, we sit in 7th place right now. We are 5 points off Liverpool in 6th place. We do have a game in hand on the Reds right now. And you might have noticed as well on the home screen, we did offer a promise to offer a player Maria a new contract, but we did offer him one. But he turned it down, and so we've failed on the promise. And sometimes when you do that with a player, they'll sort of freeze you out. You can't talk to them, and basically, if you do need to offer them a contract, you're in trouble because for a while they'll just say we're not interested in talks. But I think we'll be okay because Maria's got 3.5 years left on his deal. So honestly, I that's one thing that I do understand in modern football, youngsters that do start to develop really well will ask for a new contract year after year. But come on, man, you got 3.5 years. You're on 30 grand a week. Seriously, just be happy. You're in the Premier League at 20 years old and one of the top scorers. Just be happy, be content. It's not all about money. Anyway, right, first game today's episode is Leeds United at home here. And the last 2 games switched to a 4-4-2, but I'm going back to our normal 4-1-2-3. It's our best system, obviously. And hopefully we'll be able to get the win in this game, get back to winning ways after none in our last 4. And this will be our team right now in the injury report. Sessegnon is down for about 2 weeks. Murphy is also down after about a week 2. And Kadira is, of course, still coming back from that long-term injury. So we're missing both our first-choice left wingers today. So Chadley is going to fill in. So our team is in in goal, Onana. Back four have gone Cowboys, Methven, Maguire and Ajapong. Midfield trio being Camras and McKennie and Ward-Prowse. On the wings, Chadley and Jason. And up top, Paleo and Maria. On the bench, Moreira, Keane, Patterson, McTominay, Rules, Cotterill and Zahor as well. First game, it's Leeds. Let's get back to winning ways. Come on, you Bluebirds. Leeds, of course, right now playing so well in the Championship. 2 points off the league leaders in real life. For those who don't follow the Championship, what they played brilliant on Friday night against West Brom. Must say, I've always been confused why people sometimes judge you for praising a rival team for how they're doing on the pitch. They're doing well. It's just a fact. I've never really understood that. It's one of the things about modern football I don't really get. But it's always been there, I know, but it's just a bit weird. They're playing really well. You got to give them credit for that. And I definitely think this year they are going to go back to the Premier League. And yeah, fair play to them. Anyway, first highlight coming 13 minutes in. And it's going to come to the Bluebirds. Weston McKennie playing it back to Harry Maguire. Right now in the game as well, doing quite well in 10th place. I'm praising him in real life and in the game. As Jason's on the ball and picks up and starts driving. I love it when he does this. Jason gets going all the way. And it's stayed by Peacock Farrell. I love it when he gets going, Jason. It's his direct approach. It's just picking the ball up, driving at the back four. And putting fear in their eyes. Still 20 minutes to go. Still tied at 0-0. As things stand, we've got a lot of the ball, but only the one chance, and yet to create a real clear-cut one. Here we go, another highlight right before the break. Claude flicks on and finds Jason down the right. Lovely ball over the top towards Maria, and Peacock Farrell saves it. And the second shot blocked as well. There was the clear-cut chance. There was the opening. Ball coming from over the top, but Maria couldn't take it. Still 0-0. This is actually a really important game for us here. These are the sort of games where, we're not on a good run of form right now. We're at home. We're against the side mid-table. If we want to be a side that can try and break into Europe, these are the games we've got to win. We've got to get the 3 points here. Psychologically, more than anything, it's a big, big game for us here. So I'm going to say to the boys, I'm not having performance out there. Tell it like it is. Only the one clear-cut chance. Yes, we're getting the shots away, but nothing too noteworthy. Got a lot of the ball, but doing not a lot with it. So second half to begin. No change to tactics. Trying to fire the boys up here. Just encouragement in the current game plan. I'm sure that will see them be a lot more adventurous and get a few more chances. Come on. Well, first highlight of the second half is coming to Leeds, so that's brilliant, isn't it? Pontus Jansson on the ball, and now Ideguchi to Calvin Phillips. And Phillips is going to play it long towards Kemar Rupert Maguire. The captain steps in, says, give me that one. I'm going to win it back for my team. And now Methven through to Ward-Prowse, out wide to Chadley. Down left-hand side, the Belgian trying to beat his man across to Maria. And there is the breakthrough. Paleo's 9th for the year. Should have given him that contract extension, really. Should have caved into his demands, really. And even if it's just one more year, keep him happy. Keep him happy. He's the future of this club. Don't chance it. Don't piss him off and watch him lead to Real Madrid in 2 years. Don't do it. If we lose Maria, let's be honest here. We love Jason, but we know Maria is the future leader of this team. At least in terms of the most influential player. Right, 1-0. There's the breakthrough, but a highlight directly from kickoff. And in old FMs, whenever this would happen, it would always be a goal. Not so much now, but still every now and then. As Alioski finds space to shoot. Onana fists it away. Still 1-0. Still 1-0. Still 1-0. Going to take off Ward-Prowse. He's looking apprehensive out there. He's looking apprehensive. I'm going to change both our midfields here. Take off McKennie on a booking. I've started from now on. You might notice we don't get as many red cards before. I've started from now on. If my ball in midfielder gets a booking, take him off. Don't leave it to chance because he runs a much higher risk of getting a second yellow. So we'll change our midfield duo. No change to tactics though. We're doing fine for now. Still leading by 1. Ajapong sends it long to Maria. Great first touch. Can he get away? Oh, he can indeed. He's 6'4", but he's still got all that pace. But Peacock Farrell makes the save and keeps it at 1-0 for now. As Leeds clear a free kick from Jason. And here they come on the break. Look at the white shirts coming forward on the counter here. Alioski on the ball, who sends it long. And a great chance here. We're scrambling. There's no one marking up at the far post. And there's the cross towards him. Alioski. Oh, should have been 1-1. Not going to change the tactics, but Ajapong going to play him back now as a fullback as part of our back four. And I think I might also bring on Zahor for Maria for the final few minutes. In fact, Cotterill for the final few minutes, pressing forward. A youngster trying to prove himself here. We'll bring him on and put pressure on the back line just to stop Leeds from coming forward too quickly and sort of break their rhythm up a little bit here. Still up by a goal, 2 minutes to go, and a corner. This will do if we can score from this. Jason flips it in to Cotterill. Peacock Farrell's there though. A goal is coming at this rate. Can Leeds snatch a point of death? I want to put in my faith in the team to shut them out of the current game plan, but Leeds are coming through, and again we're let off the hook. Let's change things a little bit here. Let's lower the tempo, try and kill the clock off. Let's go a little bit shorter in our play. Let's be more disciplined in our creative freedom, and I think we'll also drop our defensive line a little bit deeper so, and a high line of engagement as well. Stay on feet as well. Don't commit clumsy challenges, and hopefully we'll see this game out, and we should do, and we will. 1-0. Big win. Big win. Got to hold on to the 3 points in this game, and we did. Got to be honest here, I was a little bit nervous towards the end. We can't slip up in these sort of games here. I will say a good win, boys. Well done, because it's our first win after 4 without one. So great to return to winning ways here. But didn't play especially well there. We need to play a little bit better than that against the mid-table sides. Now, if we want to start, showing and flexing our muscle a little bit and showing that we can compete for European place, those are the games we've got to be a little bit more forceful, a little bit more dominant, I think. To be fair, we were without Ryan Sessegnon, one of our best players this season. He's been really well. How many goals has he got this year? 4 or 5? 5 goals, 3 assists in the 14 games. Only 14 games, don't forget. So at this rate, he's on pace to surpass his total last year of goals and assists. And of course, last year was fantastic. So that's worth it taking into consideration. Still without Sessegnon, so not going to be playing as good, obviously. Everton to land Maria. £55 million. There's no way he's leaving. Fonseca should look elsewhere. Maria's going nowhere. He's going nowhere, trust me. I trust this team. I don't think we're going to break into the top 6 this season. I don't think so. But 7th again? We did it last season. Can we do it again? Yeah, I don't think last season was a one-off. I really don't. I don't think last season was a one-off at all. I trust this team. Do you know why I trust this team? It's because it's the team that I wanted to build. It's the team I wanted to build here. We got leaders in the team. We got a determined squad as well. I wish they were gelling more in the core social, but it's the team I wanted to build. It's full of workers out there. It's full of players that graft. It's full of players that want to play for the shirt. I mean, when your best player is the most determined, I mean that speaks for itself. That speaks for itself. Players that don't work are the ones that are the most disposable here. And that's why Claude Ajapong, his determination isn't too bad at 15, but his work rate is only 10. That's not amazing. I'm not against letting him go at all. There is interest for him. He played really well last season, but it's a team of workers out there. If they put a decent bid in and we'll make a profit on him, I'm okay letting him go. I'll have workers over ability any day of the week. Always. Crazy to say that, I know, but I really would. A team full of workers. I always do a series called You Must Be Mental. It's a play on, obviously, just someone insulting someone, but you must be mental. And like all the players that I would sign, the primary sort of reason I want to sign them as Ward-Prowse South United game is for their mental stats. They've all got to be like super determined, super hard workers. Certain players have got to be aggressive. Certain players have got to be like really team, big team players. Just a series called You Must Be Mental. I don't know. Should I do that? Would you want to see that? I don't know. It's a bit of a weird idea, isn't it? So, second and final game, it is indeed Manchester United away at Old Trafford. I highly doubt we'll get anything here, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I haven't beaten him in the save so far, but then again, we haven't beaten City in the save until earlier, although that was home, of course, but still, we'll see how we get on against Zinedine Zidane's Manchester United. Anyone catch that? So, this team's again then, same 4-2-3 as the last game, because, again, we won, so I don't want to change anything, and we got Onana in goal, about for Goncalves, Meffa, Maguire, and Ajapong, midfield trios, Cameras, and McKennie, Ward-Prowse. To be fair, he did pick up a knock, didn't he? Do you know what? I put McTominay in. I was thinking, I just looked to the right there when I saw Ward-Prowse knock. I didn't put McTominay in. I was thinking normally I'd go with Joe Rules. Last season was really good, but I think McTominay was released by Manchester United in the summer, of course, don't forget. And I reckon he's got a point to prove. Away at Old Trafford, point to prove. On the wings, Chadley and Jason up top, of course, player Maria, and on the bench, Moreira and Michael Keane struggling after playing in midweek in the under-23. So Evans, actually, Patterson, Ward-Prowse, Rules, Cotterill, and Zahor as well. Second game, it's United away. Let's see how we get on, and let's keep our eyes on McTominay. I'm going to say assertively, not passionately, but assertively. Say to the boys, we owe Man United after having our last match. Go out there and get revenge. Go on, boys. Go on, boys. We owed them. We haven't beaten them in the series so far. We beat City this season, so that we can break our curse against United as well and get our first victory against them. Go on, boys. We might be big underdogs out there, but how are we going to pick it up? Are we going to go into the game thinking, oh, well, we expect to lose, or are we going to go out there and play? No, as if we're a side that can break into Europe this season. How are we going to play out there? Grimaldo, long below the top. Lukaku in behind the back line, goes through. Onana. Big save. Big save, Andre. You live by Onana, you die by Onana. As he claims that header comfortably. Big game for Onana today. Big games for Onana, for McTominay, and I'd also say Maria as well. You know, away against the league leaders. If he doesn't get a new contract, and he won't sign one now, he'll want out to a big team. Great goal to game ratio, only 20 years old. Could be making a statement today. It's still 0-0 for fuck's sake. Trying to drum up some excitement here. It's still 0-0. But I mean, I'll take the point and the clean sheet. Back-to-back clean sheets. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to reiterate it to them though. I'm going to reiterate it for the second half. You know, we owed them. We owed them. Yeah. McTominay's taken a slight knock there. Might take him off. But there is a highlight before the hour mark as Camarasa nods it to Ajapong. Now McKennie on the ball. McTominay is on the edge, but he's marked tightly. He'll receive it, and he will turn. He plays it back to Camarasa, and Vic sends it long. Great ball to open up the play. Goncalves all alone down left-hand side to cross. First one blocked Mario Fernandes, though, and now United get it back and send it long to Timo Werner with Goncalves all the way up the other end of the pitch. Metham comes across. Werner takes it around him. Great ball to Martial. In behind Ajapong. Lukaku's there. That's why they're league leaders. That's why they're league leaders. Clinical, precise, efficient, organised, and it's a VAR decision. They took full advantage and played it perfectly. Martial crosses, Lukaku wasn't going to miss. Manchester United won, Cardiff 0. If you remember our whole save a few years ago, we just could not beat Manchester United. They were dominant in the save. They won everything. They haven't started off that way in this save, but I think they could turn into that. They're the only big team we're yet to beat, I believe. I think they could turn into our rivals of the save, just like they were in our whole years, as Weston McKennie wins it back on Martial. 19 minutes to go. Come on, Cardiff. Let's get back on level terms. Camarasa, what the fuck was that? David De Gea plays it long to Grimaldo. I haven't seen one of those goals in a while where the goalkeeper dilly-dallies. I wonder when the next one's going to come. As halfway could have happened there. As Maguire nods on, but straight to Casemiro. And United get it back. And Maguire's out of position. If Chong spots his man and Werner's in behind Metham, it should be 2, and it is. Clinical, efficient, taking advantage. Manchester United 2-0 up. Maguire way out of position after winning that header. He's jogging. Look at how stocky he looks. He looks out of shape, Harry Maguire. I gave him the captain's armband this year. Well, that's a disappointing finish. As Rules, his free kick is floated in, headed clear by Ake, and that'll do it. Disappointing. One win in 7. And, yeah, disappointing. I want us to be a European team, but I've got to remember, it's only season 4. It's only season 4. But that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and they really help channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic night, or morning, whenever you're watching, or afternoon. And I'll see you for the next episode very soon, where we'll have games against. Dun dun dun. Definitely coming back in January. Wolves and Arsenal. Arsenal and Brighton. Wolves and Arsenal. Wolves and Arsenal. I'll see you for the episode very soon. Bye now.